Hey guys, so today you are going to be doing this robot stepper task. This will be one of your activities that you're doing while the rest of us are getting our notebooks set up and all the things that you already did earlier in the week. Remember, this is going along with our growth mindset, so some of these different tasks that you're going to be working on might be a little challenging, but I really want you to try and train your brain to think that even though a task is challenging, it is something that you can do. It just might take you a little longer, and that's okay. So the task that you're doing, so imagine you have 4 robots. One takes 2 steps at a time, one takes 3 steps at a time, one takes 4 steps at a time, and one takes 8 steps at a time. So the first part is going to be exploring the walks of all 4 of your robots. If they all start at 0 on a number line, find at least the first 5 numbers they land on. So for instance, I want you to get out your number line. If you don't have a number line, which I don't think I put it in your math kit, go ahead and pause the video and raise your hand and I will get you a number line. By now you should have one out in front of you. If our 2-step robot is starting at 0, and we go 2 jumps on our number line, we go from 0 to 1, 1, 2. That means the next number that we land on is 2. If our 2-step robot takes 2 more steps, the number that they land on is 4. 2 more steps, 6. Finish the rest of the 2-step robot on your paper. Alright, let's look at the 3-step robot. Takes a little bit different version of steps, not quite as small as the 2-step one. So if we start at 0 and we go 3 steps, he's going to be on 3. If he takes 3 more steps, it's going to be on 6. I could even count on from my fingers by saying the number 6 and then using my fingers and holding up 3 fingers as I count. 7, 8, 9. That means our next spot is going to be 9. Go ahead and finish filling in the 3-step robot. And you can do the same for the 4-step and the 8 steps. Go ahead and pause the video and finish all of part 1. Alright, for part 2, it's going to be a little bit different. It says try a different starting number for the robot and explore where they land again. So this time I'm going to tell you what numbers to start at, and then I want you to continue. So the 2-step robot, I want you to start at number 7. So if you start at number 7, 2 steps or 2 numbers from that is going to be 9. I want you to continue the rest of that 2-step robot. Your 3-step robot, I want you to start at 10. Your 4-step robot, I want you to start at 5. And your 8-step robot, I want you to start at 1. So depending on which robot it is, you're taking different amounts of jumps with your robots on your number line. If you run out of room on your number line, go back to using your fingers or using your brain to help you figure out where the next step is. Go ahead and fill out all the different numbers for part 2 for all the different robots, and then we're going to continue on. Or you can pause the video and then we'll continue on. Alright, now flip your paper over and we have some questions that we're going to be answering about what you found out with the robot steppers. So the first question says, what do you notice about the numbers that the robots land on? Are any numbers in common? Are some numbers landed on by only one robot? So some things that you could tell me when we're looking at things that you notice. Maybe you notice even numbers. You remember that from second grade. Maybe you notice that some of those are odd numbers. We're looking at any of the robots stepped on the same number. Maybe 2 robots stepped on number 4. Maybe 2 robots stepped on number 10. And then I want you to look for a number that was only stepped on by one robot. No other robot stepped on that number. So, first question has 3 parts. That means I should have 3 sentences for that first one. Question number 2. When you changed the start number, what happened to the landing numbers? Why did that change happen? I will tell you a good hint is to look at those even and odd numbers. A lot of them, when we changed that start number, some of the landing numbers then switched also. This question has 2 parts, so you need at least 2 sentences to answer each part. The last one says, suppose a robot took 6 steps at a time. We didn't do that one, but let's pretend that we have another robot that takes 6 steps. What numbers would they land on if they started at 0? What landing numbers would they have in common with the 3-step robot? Well, since we don't have any landing numbers, we're going to make some. So I'm going to start at 0. Here's my landing number. Here's my landing number. I'm going to do 5, and then I'll stop. I know that the first number they're going to land on, if they take 6 steps from 0, is going to be 6. And keep going. Go ahead and fill out the rest of those landing numbers, taking 6 steps at a time. And then the second part, I want you to tell me what numbers they had in common with the 3-step robot. When you are all finished with this, your number line can go back on my desk. And this piece of paper, double check that your first name, last name, and number is on it. And then it's going to go in the set of green bins by my desk in the drawer labeled math. Good luck.